Welcome to Salt Lake City, where the mighty Utah student section is ready to turn this place into a cauldron of noise. Rice-Eccles Stadium, home to the Utah Utes. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Utah Utes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Ducks will kick it away to start us off. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. So the Utah Utes return team certainly didn't do the offense any favors there. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
Here comes the offense on second down. Gets it out quickly. Finds a crease at the 20. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throwing catch. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Give to the running back. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy, but he's got a head of steam. Boy, he is hard to bring down.
Looking to throw its ball. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll pull it down and run. At the 45 on his way. And a nice pickup on the line and gets down to avoid contact.
Man, it's so nice to have a weapon like this at quarterback. It dictates coverage. You want to play man-to-man, everybody turns their back. Watch him pick him up, put him down, chew up yards, getting a big play down the field.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a really good stop by the defense, Jesse. They need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend-don't-break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Into double coverage, and he picked it off. Bringing it back. The 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Ducks! The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. That's one of those plays you put a highlighter beside. It can really swing a game.
100%. There's a couple plays a game where you go back and you look and you're like, man, that changed the whole outcome. What an unbelievable play by the defense, not just to get the turnover, to score the points off.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. Let's see what he can do with the return. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
The give to the back. Picks his way ahead. He'll get 5 out to the 17-yard line.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy, run the ball up the middle. Physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block, which they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the fourth quarter.
Fast motion from the offense. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Oh, look out, there he goes. The 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Utes!
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it away at the 25. So Oregon's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
Getting some heat. He's got an open man. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
From the gun, running back gets the give. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line getting some push, making them use their resources on him. The linebacker comes free, Blumen making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
Here's the handoff. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, 3rd and long coming up.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. He makes the connection. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quickly complete. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. And the Ducks have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to pound their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Bringing it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. Lots of time left, and we are ready to get back to it and open the second period. He'll run it again. Good surge up front. Give him 4 out to the 18.
I think you run that play so you stay out of third and long. Third and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. Third and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good third down.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. And the Utes will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, dude.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
A 3rd and long coming up here. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
That's why, as a defense, it's so important to win early downs. You win 1st and 2nd down, you set up 3rd and long. Now you can pin your ears back and get after the QB.
And they decide to trot out the kicker. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. USC is on the wrong end of a steel-toed boot today. This is one of those performances we simply don't see from the men of Troy. Embarrassing. They're trailing by 14 to Washington State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
Brings up 2nd down.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass, it's Ball. Gets rid of it. Working that left side now. And they get him down.
My old coach said, don't never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, never complain.
Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. Still running at the 40. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. The Utes have it with a 1st and 10. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. And the Utes are flying down the field. Trying to find his man on first down. Got it inside the 10. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. Running back goes in motion. He's looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. Intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's for the play caller right now, just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Touch pass on the right. Still on his feet at the 40. Finally run out of bounds, but he has his offense rolling with a first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Quarterback checking off. Back to the air one more time. He'll pull it down. Ball is loose. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
Man, it's so hard to keep a rabbit in the cage, that quarterback, right? He's going to scramble around. He's going to make plays. And when he gets outside the pocket, you're just trying to get a hand on him. How about getting a hand on him, forcing the fumble, and recovering it? Great job by the defense continuing to chase that QB.
Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. To the air, it's Ball. Got his man out of the backfield. And that play just never got started as he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
Swings it out to the flat. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Timeout, Utah.
This is a 3rd and long. On the move. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
Timeout, Oregon.
The Utes will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try.
All kinds of room to the right. He's at the 30, the 10, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Ducks! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Back to throw, it's Ball. He's got his man. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed, it's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Based on this field position, Jesse, they need to get something on the board before the half.
And they got to be aggressive too, Reese. They've got the weapons to attack and try to steal a field goal.
You practice these situations all during.
Lost one deep down the right side. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Long incompletions. Okay, we got to take shots. You got to make big plays in college football. I love that you're taking shots. Keep taking them. Some of those are going to come home. Some of them aren't. But when they come home, they equal big-time points.
Trying to get to it. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The Ducks will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters today from there in Salt Lake City. Talk about a first half from that dude out of the backfield. He's been a total game changer. And how many top plays moments have we seen on missed tackles alone? Video game moves from one of the shiftiest players in all of college football. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Rice-Eccles Stadium.
And the Utes will kick it away to crank up the second half. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right, that pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different looking football game.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
To the ground with the back. The Ducks get it past the sticks.
Offensively, are you going to take 4 to 6 every play? Yes, please. Sign me up for that. I'm going to take that every single time. Great job by the offense. Staying patient, staying true to who they are. You want to run the football. You want to be physical. You want to establish yourself. Check, check, check.
And the Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll put the tight end in motion. Leaves it with the running back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator to pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. They move the tight end all over. Give to the back. He's brought down at the 41-yard line. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for a first down.
And it's really nice to have a workhorse running back that you know you can feed and get productive gain after gain. Now over 100 yards. You've already got some separate.
Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! And the route is on.
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You can see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Texas is down right now, but there is still a ton of football to be played. And for a program that ranks inside the top 10 all-time in wins, don't be surprised if they come back. They're trailing by just 4 to Oklahoma State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Power football with the run. Real power running by this guy as he bangs his way to the 24. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Sapp. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
I know we're a long way up here in the booth, but guys, y'all remember that ball you could throw that whistled? That thing was whistling. It had so many RPMs on it.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast and low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Guys, this offense is already really down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Dropping back, it's Ball. They've got the screen set up. And he's going to be just short of the first down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach. The Utes will call on their punt team.
On to kick it away.
And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. Shadow of the goalpost looming. 1st and 10 from their own 1, just looking for breathing room. The give to the back. He's loose at the 15. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. So after giving up the deuce on the safety, now they'll be able to kick it away without a rush from the 20.
Returner is tackled down at the 37. And your Utah Utes will take over.
Utah has it back in the offense coming onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job.
Speeding down the left side. He's at the 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Utah.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit the guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Makes a move. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. First down here for the offense. Pass to Stinson, still on his feet. Oh, look out on the right. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Ducks! You know they love their track at Oregon, and when the gun goes off and he hits open field, he is headed to the tape, and he was burning by the time he hit the end zone.
And they've had guys year after year with serious track speed. They'll get you the small runs, lull you to sleep, and then boom, they make those big plays because they got big-time playmakers with speed at running back.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board.
Utah, 17.
The kickoff unit about to go to work.
Set to advance on the football.
Out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of the defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
They give it to him again. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16. Now on third down after that run. Runs through a tackle. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down. And the Utes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for them.
Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Dumps it off in the flats. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you've got dialed up on third.
To the air, it's Ball. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on fourth down.
And I get it. At this point in the second half, dude, we got to make something happen. We haven't been good enough. We got to score a lot of points and quickly. You got to be aggressive. They tried. They failed again. This game is all but over.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Line gets set. First down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Quarterback moving. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Trying play action. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Fires to the big fella. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They've got a ways to go on third down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. The snap sets up to throw. Starts to scramble to the left. Got his man quickly. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold it.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Oregon.
Offense breaks the huddle on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Trying to escape and get it himself. Nice job to get down there and avoid the hit with the slide. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. And it's right down the boulevard. And they'll push that lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. USC is putting on an offensive clinic. They've built a big lead, and this one is approaching blowout territory. They're up by 21 over Washington State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
They'll throw it on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got it on the outside, it's sacked. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. That last completion sets him up on second down. He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the fourth quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
And, man, I tell you what, I just love his instincts. You can tell when the ball's being passed, he sees it, and he breaks on the football. That's why he's in the top 10 in interceptions this season. Just such a great feel in the passing game, and you got to be careful when you attack him.
Makes the grab, and he's got the first. The expressway is wide open. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily. They say it's still a game of field possession, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking downfield, it's Ball. Fires to the end zone. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost on.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The back goes in motion. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. Pitch up the 1st down, still moving. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game. The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for room at the 40. Hit the afterburners, kid.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. With the clock running, this should be the final play. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get the W.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.